Alright. After what was one of the greatest games of all time, being DMC3, we finally made it to its ugly brother, DMC4. I am here with my boy Tobromancer once more.
Hey.
And we're gonna, well, I hope to play this quite quickly and be done with it. So let's begin.
This is the special edition, bro. It's different.
I mean, it does have some cool stuff, but for story's sake, I'm not gonna play Virgil or Lady or Trish. I really want to though. Oh yeah, I forgot I was in the middle of a playthrough. Yeah, but we won't be doing that. Spoilers. I'm not playing this game on hard mode. So oh wait, no. Right, there you go. I played this game on hard, didn't I? I was playing on hard, but I like myself, so we'll play it on normal. I like this costume.
I like the blue jacket. Yeah, that one's actually nice.
Yeah, blue jacket.
Not cool. That blue jacket, the other one. The
this
purple,
one?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, this is his beta costume. I think this was like one of his earliest designs. I like it. I'll take it.
It's nicer than his original. Or you could just be the super powered version. I'm not gonna fucking tell you not to.
No, I mean I would like to too, but haven't done it before. We ain't gonna do it now. So like, despite this game being like I think it had like a rushed development cycle, I still think mechanic and design wise it's still a really good game.
Has there been any upgrades since Devil May Cry 3?
Yeah, the game played is a bit more like smooth and whatnot, like quality of life stuff, but like the mechanics in this game are quite rich in what you could do. I just can't play to that level.
Oh no? Oh, okay. I remember hearing that this game is 60 frames a second, and the game that came out after that, DMC Devil May Cry,
was capped at 30. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, how did they go backwards?
The PS4 port runs at 60.
It's better. Greater. No, this outfit's way cooler than the other one.
Really it is. It really is.
You know about Dante being in this scene?
Yeah, he's top of the building.
Yeah, he's watching it. You see him for a split second. Remember when this was like impressive graphically?
Yeah, but hey, it does still look nice. Like it holds up.
Speaking of impressive graphically, I was watching cutscenes from Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck am I looking at? They look like lifeless dolls.
Hey.
I can't believe how impressed we were back in the day.
Nah, for the time that was an innovation. Like you always gotta remember stuff in that context. Like for the time, you could appreciate it for what it is. Yeah, like that's how I think at least. Like graphics don't really matter too much to me. Like once the game looks good.
Yeah, but they didn't look like humans. It was like this humanoid thing I was watching, especially Raiden, because Raiden doesn't have any facial hair.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, I'm here. I'm talking about a different video game, which I'm about to do again. I was trying to like remember back when I watched Final Fantasy Advent Children. That's the Final Fantasy VII movie.
Yeah. And
I was like, this is the best thing ever. These look like real people. And then I came back a few years later and watched it, and I'm trying to think. I'm like, are the graphics in FF7 remake better than that, or is that we finally achieved like cinematic graphics?
I think it's a mix of both. Because I remember for the development of FF7 remake, they were going to use the Adventure models because they were very high quality at the time, but yeah. I think they ended up remaking them from scratch, and that's why they look the way they do.
Well, yeah, I remember when they first came out with that trailer, they said Cloud was too skinny, so they beefed him up a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, like little things. There you go. There was Dante.
Yeah. You see him again at end, I think, too.
But yeah, they definitely rushed this game, having the same fucking levels twice and you just walk backwards in the other one.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like garbagey. I remember playing that and being like, yay, I finally get to play as Dante, only to find out I'm doing the same levels but backwards.
And then some of the enemies
on top of that.
Yeah, and then some of the enemies
bosses again.
And then some of the enemies just don't work for Dante's kit. Like that's one of my biggest frustrations with this game.
I never felt that because I don't play the game properly.
No, like a lot of the enemies are designed like for Nero to deal with the Devil Bringer, but once you get it with Dante, like they just don't fit the mold of like to deal with properly. Like you gotta do extra steps. Hey Dante.
Hey. Oh, you do get to see him straight up.
I'm about to kill the Pope.
Yeah. Okay.
What's that?
I forget. Never mind. I can just pick up on other stuff, like the fact that these guys all look like Assassin's Creed people.
Yeah.
And this was right about that time, so I don't know what the
who copied who.
I think we know who copied who. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. That back in the day when I was young, I used to own a GameCube game based on the Lord of the Rings movie. It was the third one. And each character had like their own levels and stuff like that until they beat the game.
Yeah.
And then once you beat the game fully, you could take any character into any other person's like missions. And I was hoping that Devil May Cry 5 was going to do the same thing. It's like I can play. Yeah, I know. Well, obviously not.
Yeah.
But I would very much like to play Dante through the entire game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
PC mods allow you to do that. And the beautiful thing about Dante's kit and enemy design in that game, is like you comfortably could do that. Like the enemies are really designed for everyone's kit. But then again, so you can just play Bloody Palace if you want to go through everyone's boss battles with Dante at least.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah.
You know, the only way I beat Bloody Palace is by putting on the infinite Devil Trigger.
I still have not attempted to beat DMC5's Bloody Palace yet.
You're not missing anything. The last 3 fucking Bloody Palaces is just like bosses, and they don't recover your health.
Oof.
You wearing a glove right now?
Yeah, it's a cast for the Devil Bringer.
Oh, there we go. Mysterious man.
Shut you, bitch!
He couldn't have done this in a more private area, so he didn't do this whole thing.
Nah, I think it's all a part to the plan.
Oh.
I like how menacing they made him look here.
Yeah, they made him look like a bad guy. Like, us, the players, already know that he's a good guy.
Yeah, but if you're new to the series, like this is your first DMC game, you're gonna be like, who is this guy? Is this the main villain?
First DMC game is this?
Nah, you'd be surprised, bro. You'd be surprised.
Really?
Like my first one was 3. I'm sure a lot of people's first DMC was DMC4.
DMC 3 is technically the first one chronologically, so like it almost makes sense. But to play this game and not know who Dante is I don't know.
Well, I mean, Dante is like a gaming culture icon, but a lot of people don't really know who they are. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of people's first DMC game was either the reboot or 5. Like it happens. It happens.
Well, yeah, people are being bored now. So they'll never play this game.
I wish I could do that in the game.
Right? That's another thing about the DMC games. Like, in the cutscenes, they just do radical shit and you never get to do that in the game.
Nah. But, I mean, to be fair, you can still do cool shit once you have the skill.
But
which I don't.
To show me. I know that Nero can jump on an enemy in this one and slide around.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think he can do what you're talking about.
He does that in...
I think that was only in 3. That's only in 3 where you jump on top of the enemy and slide on him.
Well, he does in the cutscenes, we'll see.
That's a beautiful drop kick.
That's the drop kick.
I remember being a kid and seeing this scene for one of DMC4's original commercials, and I thought the game had a PS2 port, so like I was begging my family for it, but now I know that wasn't possible.
PS2 port of this? Yeah. I remember rumors back in the day before we could just like proof check stuff on the internet. Remember all those rumors about Pokemon games? How you could get new and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. Under a truck and whatnot.
All fucking lies.
Yeah, it was a good call to put this costume in here. Like, this makes everything look cooler.
Way cooler, dude. It like complements Dante's outfit too.
Yeah.
Just this intro made me not like Nero.
Really?
No, not this part, but like when he starts punching Dante in the face and Dante just lets him.
Well, yeah, Dante ain't the most concerned.
Yeah, I know he isn't.
Like you just saw, he kicked the statue sword, and Dante just stands up there like, yeah, regular Monday morning for me. All right, since this is like a new game, plus I have a lot of the moves and whatnot already. So the ranking system in this game is ass. Like you need to get all the orbs and shit, but I ain't doing that, bro. So I don't really give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, this is this game. You have to do all that stuff.
All right, been a minute since I've played for. Ooh.
Yeah, you got your whole thing boosted up. Oh, okay. You know, you're gonna kill him. What's even the mission that you have to do right now?
It's just to beat him. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They take it away once you play the game. Thank God. I remember the original, like when you first play, it's like roll 3 times, shoot 3 times, dodge.
Yeah.
3 times.
Once you beat the tutorial, you don't need to do it again. Trying to remember how to exceed real quick. Ow!
You did it. I just usually rev it up because I'm lame.
Can I grab him? Been a minute since I played this tutorial, boss.
He's gonna murder you. What'd you say?
That was a riveting boss fight, right? Right, guys?
Yeah, we're on something else.
Right?
I can't believe how long it takes these guys to make a game. When I played DMC4 initially, I was younger than Nero, and I don't know how Nero's supposed to be in 5, but I feel like I'm older than him now.
You probably are.
Yeah, fucking, like they say, legends never die. See, like this pisses me off, dude. I'm like, Nero doesn't deserve that. Especially right off the bat like this.
Let's go!
Introduce him to be superior to Dante.
I think it's more to show you that the pro tag is strong, but you're gonna see shortly that Dante is stronger.
Yeah, Dante is stronger.
Like, look. This is a regular Tuesday for me. Of course I'm not human, I just got stabbed.
I think I prefer this incarnation of the sword the best. I know they tried something new for the 5th one, but this rebellion is probably my favorite rebellion.
I still think my favorite rebellion is 3's.
3? You sure it's not 2's?
Oh god, no. It's way too skinny in 2. It's way too skinny.
Yeah, it is too skinny. I just like how the base of the sword there, it comes out and there's like 2 little holes and then it goes back in. They took that away in 5. And also they made the horns come out of the eyes.
Yeah. I think that's called back to 3 because remember when Dante awakens his DT, he the sword mouth opens and whatnot. So it's probably because of that.
I suppose so.
But 3's rebellion is really cool. It sells the whole idea of it being a broadsword more compared to
that thing is a fucking broadsword.
Yeah.
What a weird choice. He gave one son a katana and then the other son a broadsword.
Yeah. And the cool thing is both the weapons fit their personalities.
Yeah.
Like rebellion is a double-edged sword.
Is Kratos mad that there was property damage?
She yearns for your touch.
So weak. They make her look so weak. This is before strong, independent women came into the world. Oh wait, no, Lady and Trish are in this. What am I saying? They're badass as fuck.
They just wanted Kyria to be the damsel in distress, man.
Yeah, like no kidding. Can't even carry a box with a sword in it.
Hey man, that sword might be heavy. You know, there's a whole engine near the hilt. Can you blame her?
What is he using the original match then?
Oh, it's an engine sword, but it's not Red Queen.
Oh, is he the only one with an engine sword?
No, I think all of them kind of use it. Well some of the knights, because that's Red Queen. But in the original cutscene, like he gets a random engine sword and uses it.
I think I like his new Red Queen better.
Yeah, the updated one, it's really sick.
Also, that whole scene that takes place in 5 where he gets his arm ripped off, does that take place in Fortuna City?
Man, I don't know.
I don't know either. It's like, does he stick around?
Probably does, because I think in I think in the novels that are set after the game, like they set up shop in Fortuna. And Nico is that creep's son. What is his name again? Angus is Angus's daughter. I mean, that's not daughter. So it's probably near Fortuna. Like I don't see anywhere else he could set up shop. Like it'll be Fortuna, because Dante runs Dante City. So
Redgrave City.
It's probably Redgrave City. Like I'm not even sure.
Unnamed city.
Yeah, Dante Town.
Yeah, this cutscene too. This is all like this dude. This was like early 2000s, like when all that Ed shit came out. Like that's time. Like one guy comes out, and then everywhere there's yeah. They're like, where the fuck were all these people a second ago?
Don't question it, man. It's a video game. Don't question it.
Dog, it's a dramaticness.
It's like Resident Evil games and the cutscenes where zombies come out of nowhere.
Exactly. You get it. Watch, he's gonna do a thing with his sword. He's gonna jump. I'm sure he can jump on. I'm sure he can jump on an enemy.
Yeah, he does in the cutscene, but I don't think in the game itself. Man, this jacket is really cool.
This jacket is way better than the original.
Why didn't they bring back additional costumes in the MC5? I don't know why.
I know, instead they just color-coded it. Why is it that the modders always do more work than the fucking actual people getting paid?
Because modders love the game a lot.
Modders love the game. Yeah.
While the dudes who make it, you know, they're on budgets and orders and whatnot. So they gotta just work in budget.
You gonna save Billy? You know, I was gonna save all y'all.
I like how she hugged the kid but didn't even try to move. Like,
yeah,
like what were you trying to accomplish?
I don't even know how to put her into words.
Baby face Nero, man.
Yeah, back when he was like a... I don't know what they were going for with him. He looks so much better in this new game. He actually looks like a man in the new one, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I remember they said for the design of this, they wanted him to kind of resemble Dante. To not alienate old school fans. But as I could hear from some of your opinions, he still did.
Yeah, dude, I fucking hated him. I couldn't wait to play as Dante.
Man. I'm probably one of the only ones who were like, yo, this guy is cool.
Yeah, as previously stated, I absolutely love him in the new game.
Yeah.
I think he's his own fucking character.
Yeah.
I don't know what he is in this. Like, he's just like an angsty badass. Well, we're all supposed to love him for reasons.
Well, he does.
He looks like a K-pop star in this, dude. Look at his fucking baby face and shit like that.
Well, he's a descendant of Sparta. He's young, man. They tend to look like that.
Sparta? Yeah. I mean, he looks so good in Devil May Cry 5.
Resident Evil 5.
He looks so much better in 5, and I'm sure it has something to do with the graphics, but... Oh my god, you're just killing. Never mind. Don't get me wrong, I actually paid for this game twice. I bought it on PS3 and then I bought it again on PS4.
Nice.
They got my money twice. I have it somewhere. It's not as good as you, so I'd rather you play through this game. I haven't said a single nice thing about this game yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's as expected. I still think it's a good game. And Nero is really fun. But like I said in my old DMC3, DMC5 video, like, his kit wasn't, like, it was realized, but, like, it needed a bit more to, like, you know, add more, mechanical depth to them. But if you're designing for, I don't need to see this, but if you're designing for accessibility, then, that kind of, becomes part of the problem. Which is why they really perfected him in 5, man. Shout out to the design of Nero in 5. It's so good.
Everything was better in 5.
I mean, it's to be expected.
Was better in 5.
Yeah, it's to be expected. Like, more time, more knowledge. Okay, that move is forward instead of down in 5. I gotta get used to that.
What was the thing they mentioned? Like, there's some sort of way to, like, make a hero's journey map? Like, if they were following the actual archetype of the hero's journey, Nero would have gotten his claw back like midway through the game. But instead they're just like, fuck it, we're giving it to him at the end of the game.
That's probably from the GDQ, probably. Like I remember this. They said they were like the whole theme. Oh my god, the whole theme was like loss. So Nero loses his arm, V loses part of himself, Dante loses a lot of shit, and then they get it back. It's power through loss or something like that.
Dante loses electricity in his government fireplace. It's the biggest loss of all.
It's a downright shame. Damn.
I want Devil May Cry DLC for 5, or I want Devil May Cry 6.
A lot of us want
tomorrow.
DLC. I want DLC. Like Virgil and the girls need to be playable at least once. But like a lot of us want a DMC5 special edition.
DLC.
Myself included. I need them to retweak their style calculation system so I can call DMC5 the greatest game of all time.
You fucking know that they're gonna do that. You know they're gonna make a fucking special edition.
I need them to retweak that. That's all. That's all I need. They just need to retweet that.
Speaking of retweets, did I tell you my YouTuber video got flagged? In America right now, they're at 1.5 million cases, almost at 1.5 million cases.
From this unnamed pandemic,
Yeah.
yes.
From this unnamed pandemic, which
The
is the
pandemic
number
that shall
one,
not be named, yeah.
which is #1 in the world. They're the #1 group with cases in the country. Second place is Spain,
Yeah.
with almost 300,000 cases. America has 5 times as many cases as anywhere else in the world.
I wonder why.
And I can get into the politics, but we're not here for that. I just want to talk about $99
We're here for some Devil
again.
May Cry. I mean, once you like what you like, you buy what you like.
I know. I just like cheap things. Dude.
Like I'm kind of the same way, honestly. Like if I have the cash and I want something of quality, I'd go out of my way to get it.
Really?
Yeah, but not now, because I have no money. I am broke. I am dying. Please donate to my Patreon.
Yeah. Okay. Say your Patreon blew up tomorrow,
Yes.
and you could go to a fucking fancy steak restaurant, or you could go to an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Oh, no, I'm going to all you
What-
could eat buffet, man. I like to be smart with
fuck yeah.
money. I like to be smart with money. Like
Same
if
thing
my
with the TV. It's just like.
like if my Patreon blew up and I got money, like I'll just be buying stuff to help make better videos, honestly. And whatever remains from that, I'll probably use that to support myself. But other than that, like it'll go straight into content creation, which is why you should donate to my Patreon, patreon.com/ I think it's Kazz Miller. Please donate. I need money, please.
You don't want Kazz to go out there in the fucking unspecified pandemic world trying to make money just
Please,
so we can do these videos.
please. I can't work no more. My job does not work no more. Please.
What the fuck is the point of this scene? Why do you just walk right by him?
To show that he has a big dick. I'm pretty sure for like next gen, like the flame effects on Beryl is quite impressive.
This was impressive at the time. Everything in this game was impressive at the time.
I think this is one of Mundus's sons.
Something like that.
Ooh, raw strength, and that's not even his Devilbringer arm.
Yeah. Does he ever demonize? Oh yeah, he does in 5. What am I saying? What am I?
All he does in this game is just draw from the power of the Yamato.
Yeah, in this game he doesn't have a Devil Breaker.
He decides the Devilbringer. Like I
Excuse me.
can't jump cancel in this game to save my life. It's really hard.
Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
You're done, son.
Don't ask. He drives me crazy,
Just dodges the question.
Yeah, just always. No straight answers in these games.
But I'm pretty sure he's either talking about it has to be Sparda.
Yeah, obviously. Doesn't he mention that he's like a kin of Mundus?
Nope, I think you gotta read that in the file stuff.
Yeah, because you're not the only one who's heard that. Because I remember that very clearly as well.
Yeah, he's one of Mundus's children. Man, I remember I used to be really good at exceeding, man. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
When did you get into Devil May Cry?
Around DMC3 when I was a wee lad.
Okay, it was Resident Evil that you recently got into.
Yeah.
And that was only with the 2 remake?
Yeah. Like I played 5 on the PS3 and I beat it, but never was really a Resident Evil fan, you know. Oh.
Did they ever explain why they ran out of time making this game?
Probably deadlines from corporate.
Yeah, I get the deadlines from corporate, but you think they'd have a pretty set schedule on what they wanted to do.
Well, I mean, bro, you're kind of like, you know, you're figuring out how to make and re-innovate something on a whole new hardware that you've never dealt with before. It won't be tough. Like jumping from the PS2 era to like the PS3 360, like it'll be crazy. You got more polygons to work with, you got more power. Yeah, it's like, what can and can't be done? I'm sure there was a lot of R&D and trial and error for this game to make it what it is today.
Yeah, was it you who sent me a documentary about Metal Gear Solid 2?
Yeah, I told you I was watching it and I recommend that. It's a cool watch.
Yeah, I watched it. I don't know because I watched so many Metal Gear Solid 2 documentaries. But did yours mention like them like trying to get a look at the PS2 so they could get the specs for it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the one I would. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and they also talked about they wanted to have like a comic book art style to reflect the concept art and stuff.
And then they dropped that because it was kind of. It might be like I wouldn't mind seeing that for a PSP game. But anyway, like, yeah, I don't understand how Sony does their stuff. It's like they make the PS3, and they don't really show anybody how to make a game for it until like it's coming out. So you just kind of gotta fucking dodge lasers while making a PS3 game for launch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you see, that was from my from what I've remember reading is that the PS3 was quite the beast to develop for. Like the architecture was completely different compared to like the 360. That's why in that era, like a lot of 360 game ports were superior to like the PS3 version. I think it was really when god damn it. When the PS3 life cycle was coming to an end was when developers really kind of got hold of how to develop on a console.
Go figure. I mean, I don't know anything about. Why would they make something so fucking hard to make games for?
I don't know, probably an undersight or an oversight on the system architects, and I don't know. But I know the reason why the PS4 did as well as it did was because its architecture was more based on PCs, so it was more easier for developers to get together and make games for it.
So like, my understanding of like video games is very small. Like I figure you just take a program like Unity, you make a game in it, and then you just like the same way I make my videos out of Adobe Premiere Pro. I just export that shit and put it on a disc. Now I got myself a movie.
Well,
I got myself a game.
I think there's some truth to that, but there's a lot of nuances that go into game development.
I'm certain. Now does Gloria wear underwear? Probably not. I'm going to try to take a look at this. This is 60 frame a second game. Look at this.
On this deep dive analysis Devil May Cry 4 today, we are going to answer the question.
Look. Oh. I had no idea this was Trish when I first played it.
Same with me.
To be honest, I'm still not. Like it's just too different of a personality of Trish.
Well, she's a good actor.
Yeah. Chico physics, yay.
So we want to bring back Gloria, guys. I need Gloria on the PS4 engine real quick. I helped you, Gloria.
Yeah,
I helped
you helped. That's right. This is the last game where she actually had big cans.
Yeah.
Is she a demon? She could just control the size of that?
She is a demon, but I don't know if she can control the size of her titas.
Is it like a Mystique thing?
I don't know.
Imagine Mystique was your girlfriend. Or you could just have like Trish. Or imagine Trish has the powers of Mystique, but her base form it looks exactly like your mom.
I'm gonna
Dante
cut
has to deal
this.
with.
I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this.
No.
I'm sure Dante's just like, this is my friend that looks like my mom.
That's it.
Everyone
Exactly
thinks
like your
they're
mom.
together, but like, I'm just thinking that's way too weird for a thing for Dante to do.
It is absolutely too weird, but Dante isn't exactly not weird.
Yeah, but bro, I don't think he'll look like, wow, she reminds me of my mom. I really want a pipe. Like, no. He's
We're talking about dainty here.
man,
Dante
Dante's not that
kind of like a
starved,
virgin.
bro. Yeah, like he's not that starved, right? I don't think he's gonna be like, wow, you look just like my mother. Unzips pants, like, no.
I mean, there aren't too many bees, I guess, out there. Bad at. Oh, nice! What a nerd. That's awesome. This guy is Dante, he just doesn't know it. I'm surprised he doesn't act more like Virgil, like a stick up his ass.
Nah, he's more brash, you know.
Boy,
Compared to like Dante, who kind of just mellows out with each game with age. You know, he's a bit more wise and whatnot.
Dude, Dante was fucking badass. The most, I think the best Dante I've ever seen is 5. Like, he's the most relatable dude, and while being fucking awesome as shit.
Yeah, I think his whole character comes full circle in 5. That's why he's so likable.
Yeah, he was pretty good in. He was cheesy in 1. He was just the most quiet guy in 2. 3, he was probably the most wild I've ever seen him. 4 was him being like the father figure.
More like a mentor, you know. He was like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta teach this kid how it goes.
And then 5, he just became cool again.
Yeah, he's just having fun while being depressed. Oh man, my brother's the demon king. I gotta go stop him.
Yeah. And then we're gonna see him in 6. We'll see. Look at him flipping pages with this gun.
That's one way to get yourself shot.
Dude, how do you know he's not a bad guy? Like, I think everybody watching right now knows he's a bad guy.
Well, I mean, he does look angelic like everything else here, so.
Uh-oh.
Silent type, huh? That's annoying. Friendly banter. You wanna fight?
I think this is a remix of like some DMC1 music.
It definitely sounds like the Neil Angelo fight at the end.